Hello!
Alive!
Welcome to another Sunday show of insanity and therapy for you. Of course, we are unlicensed, non-professional, and don't take anything we say seriously.
Okay.
But we're glad you're here.
What's going on?
For those of you on the podcast,
There it is.
what are you talking in the background? Oh, you're checking. Yeah, there's a delay.
No!
But on the podcast, thank you guys for keeping us going. And any suggestions you have, send it to gamerswithcoffee@gmail.com, and we will take it from there. And then there's Charles. He's number one again.
Hey,
Woo!
Charles!
All right. How you doing, Charles? Hopefully everything's good for you out there in sunny California. And we don't really have a theme this week.
Just chit-chatting and maybe some paint.
Well, honestly, we did have something that we were working on, but it's not finished enough to show you yet.
We got some of it up, but not all of it.
Greetings, Telemachus. You are also a fellow electronic adventurer. Don't you love it? Technology has some cool stuff.
And we got two different cups this time. I have Mythoses.
Oh. Ashley's using Mythos' cup. What cup did you pour my coffee in?
Come on for advantage.
Oh.
We haven't
Mulling for Advantage. Haven't seen them on here in a bit, but big time difference too. Used to be able to watch it, but why work now? I can't do it.
Yeah, they come on like 2 o'clock our time.
But yeah, so we are steadily plowing through the game. So check for another update. Will be out tomorrow.
Should be.
And
or Tuesday.
We'll see. It's coming to an end, I think, shortly. Maybe another video after that. But then we'll
at least one, maybe 2.
I'm telling you, Telemachus, man, and Charles, this Avesta stuff is fun. I think you guys would really like it. Hello, Mythos. Beautiful person back. Look at what Ashley's using your cup this week to drink out of. So, we always try to show off the cups and from the places that we...
Well, we have this one of his. Oh, watch out, Just.
What you doing, Ash? That's the older one.
And this one of Mythoses.
Yeah, we still got your original one, sir. So we got 2 mugs from Mythos.
Well, this one says Wolf Brother. This one says Frosted Fist. So.
Yeah, we got to keep it because part of Mythos' legacy.
Yep.
How are us fine gamers and coffee addicts today? Well, we always have fresh coffee when we're on the show, and I'm good. I'm still addicted. We're just trying to. Well, the game is ongoing, so you'll see another update tomorrow. But man,
Reese is here too.
I kind of wanted to say something, but I want to wait till this other thing is finished. We just weren't able to finish up this one thing. And Reese, you said is there?
Yep.
Where? Oh.
Empire 54.
Hello, Reese. How are you, sir? I have no idea why it never shows here, but it will show on a secondary screen.
Don't know.
All the time. Like I don't.
That's why I keep mine up too.
Well, that's good. That way you can monitor stuff too, see what's going on. I like the little icons. It's kind of cool that YouTube does that now. But we were just gonna basically
pretty early for Reese to jump in.
But Reese, didn't you win the lottery for all of us, and now you're just sitting back somewhere overlooking a bunch of property with your painting and work table outside on a covered deck? I think that's where Reese is at.
Probably. That already got rained out with all the rain that everyone's been having.
Yeah, there's been a ton of rain, man. You guys should check out the videos that are from Dubuque, Iowa, which is not very far from us. All this flooding through the towns and stuff, man. This state's getting its share of things being washed away too.
It's pretty much any of the small towns that are right next to the river that are flooding. Because Davenport got it too.
Yeah.
And Ottumwa, those all run right by the river.
Well, What the heck is this thing that he's... Ashley's been printing me up.
Reese says, enjoying a nice ginger beer before church tonight.
Nice. There you go. Says Ashley's been printing me up some
Dwarves to fight
dwarves
against
for
rats.
to fight against her ratmen. So now I'm starting to meet this. I was catching up on painting, but now I've got like...
Well, I told him on his show, don't encourage it. He ain't gonna be no unicorn and not having anything to paint.
I don't know. Now I got... Well, there's...
He has like 10 over there. There's like 6 right here. And there's 4 up on my desk still.
What is this giant horn that he's got?
It's like your dog kind of thing.
What?
It's like your flag bearer on your one guys.
Gets
It's
the
just
troops to go?
yeah, basically. It was part of it, so I do it or whatnot. Reese also said we'll be building my hobby barn this month.
Nice. A hobby barn. A barn.
Not a room, a barn.
That's better. That's better, Reese, than like us. We have a hobby room. We don't have a barn, but I'd like to have a hobby barn. That would be...
Hey, there's a couple of the sheds that look real nice that can be made into a barn.
Yeah, it's just
a gaming
called
area.
money. You could do that. I mean, I could run a power cord outside. Like,
you
so
have that port right there.
It's
You
not-
really need to do it.
Yeah, I got an outside
Hobby
port,
mansion.
a hobby mansion.
There we go.
Telemachus, I would say that's what it would be.
See, that's when you have a mansion, you go and do gaming resorts there. People rent the rooms and all that. Oh yeah, you'd be set. The ballroom turns into the freaking just tables everywhere.
Yeah.
I can picture that.
Room. It would be super nice to have that kind of room, but yeah, we're not really expanded any, Reese. I would like to have more room just to have a secondary table and be able to keep, do a couple rounds here, video it, go over to the next table, do a couple, and just be able to get back to getting more content. Telemachus says some of those pre-made sheds are 40 grand. I know.
Yeah, some of them are.
A lot of people are taking them out to property and just having a foundation poured
And
a
turn them
plumbing
into
run
small houses.
and making small homes out of them. Yeah.
Or tiny homes, I think they're technically called.
Some of them sheds wouldn't be tiny for 2 people. It depends on what you're buying.
Yeah.
Because some of them
Well,
have
I mean,
a
how
lot of
much is
room.
the one Keegan wants? Like 12,000?
No, he's talking about a shed that he's going to have the Amish build. That I think it runs about six grand.
6? Okay, I somehow figured it was more than that.
Yeah, Mythos. My metamorphosis into the hobby unicorn has been canceled.
Yep.
Yeah, darn it. I actually had. Now I'm going to have more to paint. So.
And you still have this guy.
Well, yeah, but I forgot about him, so I wasn't counting him.
Which I don't know if I like that peach color that we bought that time.
I really don't know.
It was on sale.
The resin is kind of, see how it's
Pink? Peach?
It's kind of got a pinkish hue, so I'm not sure.
You might just
This
have
is
to
part of
spray
a
and paint
robot.
him.
I don't know. I'm not sure how it's going to work with the color coming through, but I might prime this one, and I forgot all about it because you had it sitting over here. There's the pieces to him too, his arms and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might go ahead and I'm out of actually the gray primer that I use.
There's
that's-
black.
No,
Or
I
is
use
that
the-
gray?
I use the gray because I like the way my stuff comes out with it. So yeah, unfortunately, I am no longer the hobby unicorn, darn it, because now I'm a good dozen or more behind, and that's not counting. Oh, more than a dozen. This is another handful.
16,
More
20
than-
more pieces.
This isn't counting the first little set I showed you guys. So
This is a flamethrower.
what? I don't have too much over here to even move the mouse on my.
There you go.
What is this?
That's basically like your those 3 guys I handed you, and that goes.
It looks
into
like
one.
some sort of
That's a flamethrower.
pumpkin shooter.
It's a flamethrower.
I don't know.
Moose, maybe.
A hobby moose, yeah. Yeah. This is a weird contraption, I guess. I don't know. I
So
don't know.
it's like your mortars.
This is all more like along the lines of Age of Sigmar, somewhat
basically.
along that type of.
It's
Um,
all more hand to hand.
yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Now I've got, what do you got on there? About 15, 17, 2, 4, 6,
You have
8, 10, 12.
20
more.
pieces.
More. 20 something pieces.
Because I printed 6, 10, and then the 4 pieces. So yeah, it'd be 20 pieces.
Thanks. You took my title. I finally achieved a title.
It's okay.
And
no, you didn't. You got close to it. You still had 2 more pieces. And you would have been just fine.
It's like when you're a kid and you're in trouble and your parent takes the belt out and you run for the door and your hand gets that knob and you get taken back and you know you're going to get spanked, and you took away from me what I had. But I'll go with being a hobby moose, eh? We'll do that. I got to be careful about saying, hey, I did that once and got stuck doing it.
Actually, these came out looking pretty good.
These
were all free pieces that...
They're all the one-page rules.
Yep,
yeah.
One-page rules. We were trying to figure out, because I'm like, well, I can paint up the rats and just sell them, which I might still do.
Then what's the point of me painting up dwarves?
So we can throw a game with them, so I can play with...
What?
Just one game on it, and see how just more hand-to-hand combat would be over, shooting.
Yeah, because this is all crossbow.
Yeah, so you have crossbows. The only quote
looks like
ones I have that are shoe. I have arrows and my big guys that are like a machine gun. Jam Jar is on. Hello, Jam Jar.
Hello, Jam Jar. How are you?
He hasn't been on for a while.
Yeah, glad to see you here. Yeah, these guys are, well, I guess I could turn the other camera, but these guys.
I have to move the other camera.
What'd you do with it?
It's sitting over here.
Never mind. But yeah, it was like crossbows, and her Ratman are archers. So
Yeah,
so basically, it's gonna
on
be
these guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of archery. Looks like.
Well, it's like more medieval.
Mostly these dwarves have battle axes. Oof. They're gonna be a lot of they're good for melee, but I don't know.
You got battle axes. I got swords. Ben.
Yeah.
Look, I got swords.
Oh yeah. These are just like, they're gonna be.
It's all right. I got all his done printed, and then I started printing my tie-in for the Star Host, which are the one-page rules, which is my other group, and we lost power.
Yeah. So the
we got about
storms the other
halfway
day,
through it, and it cut power. I lost that print. Couldn't restart it.
that happens sometimes. We had a storm come up on us Friday, pretty quickly around about 3:45 in our time in the afternoon, and you could just see it in the distance. And man, when I got to it, it was like being in a hurricane. The power to the whole community, because I was at the office at the time, so tenants were coming up to get into the mail room, which is our only safe place there in bad weather because it's in between two concreted block walls. And so anyways, they started coming up there, and boom, power went out, flickered, went out, come on, then it went out for, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 minutes. The power stayed off for the afternoon. And then, of course, it ruined her print that she had started before she went to work. So, yeah, it just...
So, now I gotta go and clean the whole thing out and do all that again.
Yeah, but it's
so I'll probably start it tonight and let it go through while we're sleeping.
We're fortunate, though, because honestly, it didn't damage anything.
It didn't damage it, so...
Mizo says he wants to get started printing again. They need to change. Well, get to printing then, sir. There's a lot to print. I think, who would really enjoy a printer is Charles.
No,
I know- I
Charles
don't know
would be
if-
going insane.
I don't know if Charles has room in his room, but yeah, it would be. You would have fun with one, Charles. If I had extra money, I would send you one. Because I think
Wow, he's trying not to doze off. Are we boring, Charles?
what?
Do I need to, get a frying pan and start beating Greg over the head like
Well, how does that help? That might help.
Itchy and Scratchy?
No, Tom and Jerry and stuff. Itchy and Scratchy. Oh my God. Mythos, you got a nap? Wow, cool. Like when you're a kid, you try to avoid the nap. No.
Well, we had our 3-year-old granddaughter over here and went to drop her off right before the show, and her parents are napping. It's like, come on!
Yeah.
It's the middle of the day, you guys.
Gotta have a nap though. Yeah, no room. I didn't think you did though, Charles.
I mean, with Charles, I'll pick something and just print like no other. I have his address. We'll just send him.
That sounds scary, Charles.
Moose and Squirrel.
Moose and Squirrel, yeah.
Oh my God! What was his name?
Rocky and
Rocky
Bullwinkle. Yeah. Rocky and Bullwinkle. I'm sorry, Charles, if her hitting me with an object would help keep you awake. It would probably put me to sleep for a couple of days. So really can't afford that.
They
at
fight.
this point.
They fight. They fight and fight and fight. I think that's how. If I remember correctly, I think that's how the TV show went.
I don't know. Your brain sometimes is. Oh, cool. You're supporting us over on Twitch. Awesome. Thank you, because I could use a little support on Twitch. I don't know if I'm in the right area or not, but I noticed that I usually get 1 or 2 viewers over there. Yeah. If you could stay on Twitch for a couple of minutes, that'd be good. A night tap. Yeah, I mean, honey, I love you. You have insomnia? Doink. Yep, now you don't. Now you just have a headache.
Oh, I mean, look at all the TikTok trends where the husband goes and says, what was it? I think it's called My Current Wife trend,
Oh,
where the husbands are getting whacked because they don't tell their wives.
well, that's their fault. Charles says he left at 10 and was home by 1:40, but the ex drove, and with her driving, he has to stay awake and not be scared.
I saw the one video of the traffic and them doing the repair to the freeway.
I had a person I was in the car with one day, and they were just driving erratically, and go, you don't seem to be upset like everyone else. I said, I don't fear death. I'm married. Drive however you want. I'm not getting a ticket. It's okay. So, it's your perspective, it's your outlook on it. So, or it's kind of like there's a joke there, Charles, or it's like, how to go, went something to the effect of, I want to die peacefully in my sleep like my grandpa did, not screaming like his passengers in the car. Because, yeah, so.
Doze off and then wake back up.
Yeah. So, take a nap if you can.
Oh, I remember driving up here when I was a kid. And my stepdad was driving, just watching the vehicle swing back and forth. I'm like, yeah, nope. And Mutt's here. Wait, it's not 5 o'clock yet.
It is somewhere. Somewhere. It's 22 minutes after 5.
Let me guess. He's
Oh,
probably
Billy,
in
where
a
am I?
food line.
What? He's in a food line. It's actually, at least Benny Warmock gets to go places to try interesting food. Well, generally it's Taco Bell, but he does hit other places.
He's Jack in a Box and all that.
Yeah, we don't have the ability to have a Jack in the Box in our area.
I think I fixed her. My granddaughter stepped on her clip and she wanted me to fix it. So I think I fixed it. It feels like it's pretty sturdy now.
You just accidentally removed something? Oh,
Oops.
that's not good. Oh, Jam Jar says it's 10 in the UK. Yeah, 6-hour time difference, right?
Wag!
Well, thank you, Jam Jar, for for tuning in. It's 10 o'clock there.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Hello, Walkabout. How are you doing, sir?
See, he keeps calling you the hoe.
How do you know he's referring to me?
I mean, it could be Brian.
Wow. She's getting good now, May Warmite. She's learning.
Because, I mean, who knows?
On our way home, the traffic was on the other side of the road. Yeah. Sometimes that's the way it is, Charles. You ever sit in traffic and the other side of the freeway is moving? I hate that.
That's how it was in, 2008? When we had that massive flood here?
Well, that was different. You couldn't get through town. The overpasses.
Hi-ho-ho?
Hi-ho-ho.
At least you're not calling him a Twinkie.
Hey, Twinkies are important in the apocalypse. They don't expire. They're not good for you, but they don't expire.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a cup. Do you need more?
No.
No? Okay.
Ho is Canadian for good friend. Telemachus says, in Australia, they use a different word that over here is, I can't say it on, I obviously can't say it on YouTube, but it's a degrading word here, but they refer to each other all the time over there with it. It's kind of funny, from my understanding anyways. I've watched quite a few of them with the, like, okay, if you started saying that here, people would slap you. But if it means good friend, then I'm okay with that.
Oh, it's just a joke. I don't. It's something he always does. So
Charles, what? A nice piece of prime rib, baked potato, and green beans. Even the fat was delicious, he says. Wow.
Wow.
There you go.
You can't complain about that.
Oh, I'll tell you, I don't think I have yet to find anything that resembles when we went out to March to Victory 2 years ago. Yes, that word, walkabout, exactly. But I'm not going to utter it here because, I think everything would come to an end, streaming-wise. It would just go doop. What's your dilemma, Mini Warmut?
Does it have enough money or does it have enough room? Because knowing Brian, he bought something new.
I don't know. Yeah, I gotta give that to Walkabout. It does sound good.
What?
Kind of fancy. A piece of prime rib and a baked potato, some green beans. That does sound good. That's what he's talking about. Does it sound
Oh yeah.
good?
You can always wait for another month and a half, and then your painting challenge will be here. September 1st, right?
Yep, the painting challenge is in September, right? Mini Warmut. He says it needs to look like he needs to print more minis. Charles says he posted a short video of his steak and food, and then he took to the casino for about $15. If that's all you spent at the casino was $15 at lunch, then you're good. By the way, Charles, a casino is gaming. It's still gaming, especially if you pay slots. Taluka says no dilemma, just order anything with pork.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, we don't eat pork no more, man. A couple years back, talking to the cardiologist and looking at all the issues, it was time to say nope, no more. No more. That's okay though, because I really like cow and chicken, so I'm okay.
I'm missing something.
Walkabout says he just started priming all the stuff for the challenge. Well, there you go. I know what I could do is I could keep my dwarf army that Ashley's printing and you put those 20-something pieces in.
I'm going to try to at least finish this guy that I started.
Anyone says he was going to set up a quick game and realize he needs to paint a few more minis because he's using the same minis over and over again. Like it's like a TV rerun. That's okay though. Oh, Charles says card holders get the prime rib for $14.99.
There you go.
If you got prime rib for $14.99 anywhere, Charles, then you may as well take it. We got casinos within 40 minutes either direction, 45 minutes. One's north, one's south. But right in Cedar Rapids, which is 6-7 minutes from us, they are building a casino now. So it's going to be done next year.
Actually, we do. About 50 minutes going north.
Yeah.
About 40 minutes going south.
It's about 45.
About
either
an
way.
hour and 10 minutes going east. And about an hour and 5 or 10, depending on traffic, going west.
So if we go to the casino here to get our blinking light therapy, it takes you about 45 minutes to get either way.
Keegan's on.
Hey, Keegan. Yeah, that is some cheap prime rib, he says. The prime rib, that's a good price, man. $15 for a prime rib dinner. I mean,
You can't
that's
beat that.
yeah, I mean, look at one hand. Let's see. Go to a fast food joint, spend $12, $15 per person. Get a prime rib. I mean, not
That's kind of a no-brainer.
not too much of a decision that I would have to make there. But so maybe that's what I'll do.
Do you have Ironbreaker over there? Or do I?
No, here.
I have lead belts.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Walkabout says he has to run a break in the rain to Prime Morcine Road. Go out and do it.
Bye-bye.
Better
Be safe.
to do that outside. That's usually what I do. I use, you guys just like scrap cardboard, or Ashley got mad at me because she used to do a lot of baking, and I used one of her baking cardboard, whatchamacallits, and I just put stuff out there and set it on the deck rail and sprayed it down. And
I was so mad.
she was like, "What are you doing? That's what I use for baking." I'm like, it's a piece of cardboard. I'll get you more.
Which you never did.
But you don't bake anymore. Well, our oven's out.
Our
so.
oven's gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't bake anyway, so it doesn't really faze me now.
Charles told me to watch out any food you give me, so now I just make my own food. What? Oh, what you got paint there? One of your rat guys?
I'm going to finish off the one I started.
Oh, he's the machine gunner. Huh?
Yeah, because this is the one I finished already.
Gotcha. Yeah, we know that one.
So I'm going to paint the next one.
The colors came out on that real well. Well, you can't see it. If I turn this light on, it's going to be more brightness.
Where are you going with him?
Bringing him in for a pose.
Turn the light on the camera.
No, that's too much.
See if that helps.
That's not the camera.
Nope.
All right.
That one. So right underneath. Here, try that.
Oh, that helped a lot. There we go. That's her.
I'm keeping with
That
the
guy is like
same.
a mini juggernaut, dude. I mean, beady little red eyes.
No, he's wearing glasses. That's what the glasses are.
Oh yeah, they're not red.
They're-
Never mind. They're
yeah.
like
They're like goggles. So yesterday I ended up working. Greg had the granddaughter. It was actually kind of cute. So I called him on my break, and Greg was talking to both me and her, and she, I guess, decided to do what I do and put her paintbrush in her mouth.
yeah, it's kind of cute. She's sitting there talking and thinking like this, holding her paintbrush like this, and holding a miniature. Then she goes, I was like, that's fun. That was so cute. Charles says he's got 120 plus Romans in 15 millimeter. You'll save those for the paint challenge. Wow, 100. 20. That's pretty damn good. Jamjar says, what game is that? So 1-page rules. Jamjar, just look it up. They have multiple different factions. Like mine is the Human Defense Force. These dwarves are because she's seen some guys that are.
It had a squirrel.
Let me have one of them.
Just grab one.
And so Jamjar, she got, since that light works pretty well, highlighting it a little bit. He's like,
So the reason I picked these guys was, hold on, let me get my squirrel out. Come here.
anyways, they got different time eras, so
Shit.
this is more like.
So this was pretty much the only figure I wanted. And then I started printing all the other ones, and I just busted him. Oh, I completely busted him. Shit.
Yeah, don't bust him up.
No, what's one of these other ones? I completely
So
busted his
Jamjar, everybody
off.
else has seen her ride around a squirrel, but so this is 1-page rules. You just have to go look and see what factions and stuff you want to play, and then you can print out the rules and game on the table. Yeah, you're gonna have a good turnout again in September mini warm up because, like I said, you're doing it just once a year. You're not burning people out on it and holding competitions 20 times a year kind of thing. So you're going to have people that are going to stay and do it just because it's not going to be a burdensome kind of thing. So Jamjar, back in our videos, you can find where like Human Defense Force 1-page rules videos, you'll see you can go ahead and just do whatever you want, pick whatever you want. We subscribe to their Patreon, so you get all these STLs every month. And even if you don't want them, there's always something to pick from. Plus, it gives you, like if you're to buy army bundles, you could get them substantially cheap if you're going to print them yourself. A lot of money, saved a lot of money doing that. So they were smart, man. They have a ton of. What'd you do, Ashley? You just connected.
You're good. Now you can add it.
Oh, okay. You're gonna save a ton of money, is all. Charles says he thinks he has enough 15mm for just any game that he might want to play. Don't think he needs any more 28mm. Yeah, you have a ton of miniatures there, Charles. Hey, Johnny. Lynn, sir, how are you, sir? Okay, there, we'll add that one. Here, you can kind of see what Ashley's doing, and I'll put myself at the bottom of the screen. So see, that's on top of your pink toolbox.
So I keep my paint jobs all the same.
So you have to move that over more, but yeah. Well, when you're doing an army, it should be all.
What I should have done was what I normally do with something like this is do a line, so that way I don't go and forget what colors I did what with.
Well, you're not mixing custom colors on this one, are you?
No.
Okay. So that's the only problem with
I'm
when you
mixing
mix your own
brands,
colors.
but not actually mixing any actual colors. The only ones I made custom colors were my rats, and I just added either dark black or white to brown, and basically made them where they're not all the same color rat. So I might do that again with the skin tone, basically.
See,
but that's it.
Well, it's like my Human Defense Force. All their military force, so their uniforms all the same. I kept everything the same, to green colors and whatnot. But there's detail on them, so they look good. But I kept them all uniform color. Johnny says he's doing okay, waiting for the humidity to break so you can prime some minis, including some 3D terrain. Yeah, that humidity can really play havoc with priming if you're going to be doing it outside. That's hard for us in the summer out here. Sometimes in the fall because September is really quirky. You could have it, we wake up and it's a little cool. You underestimate it, and then by 9 a.m. you're sweating. So it's you got to kind of work around it. That's what we do. That's actually what I'm gonna have to do with these. But I think mini warm-up to you, I got 20 plus guys. I'll have more, I'm sure, when she's done to put into that challenge. I guess I'll start all over, but I need to clean some of these up a little and then prime them.
No, I wasn't gonna purchase any more of those guys.
Oh, is this enough? Well, then I'll just
Yeah,
enter these.
those are enough to go against what I have.
Oh, do I have enough bases? I'm gonna have to buy some more small bases.
That I don't know. Yep, that's why I put that board down and I forgot to do it today.
Johnny says he picked up a bunch of 3D terrain for a big event he is doing. Is that Flower City Comic Con? Hey, going to a con's fun, especially if you got your own table there. That's the one thing I liked about going to March to Victory. I was wishing we could have went this year, but things come up, so maybe next year.
We're trying to aim for next year.
But
with me basically just getting back to work and everything else, so
yeah, it's one of those things where you get tired, everybody does, of working very hard, and it seems like by the time you're done paying for just to live, there's not much else left to do, or no time left. So yeah, and a lot of our time lately, as a lot of you know, is going to take care of our dog. Yep, and take the expenses with her. So she's kind of heading towards the last part of her life, and see how that goes for a bit. But that's definitely
been a heavy burden, or not burden.
No, it's a lot that financially, emotionally, but
yeah.
You get up, you keep going, and that's all you can do. And yeehaw, I'm just grateful we don't live in an area that's been destroyed and flooded out. So Johnny says he is doing an event called Battle for Rochester. It's actually a planet in the BattleTech universe based on his area. That's cool. BattleTech is, as you guys know, with the Kickstarter that they did a while back,
But
there's just so much interest in it that it's crazy. And that one guy I was telling you about, Johnny on TikTok, he runs a 3D printed BattleTech table. So he's not doing Alpha Strike, he's doing straight up BattleTech, and I don't know where he gets the time to do it, but he's regularly will pop up, in a notification or a feed, and he has a very nice table. So with your elevation and all that stuff, and of course, some of that terrain they got for it these days is superb. I actually tried printing some, but it just didn't come out the way we were. What are you doing, Ash? Oh.
Step, baby.
Okay. The way we were hoping it would. So yeah. That's the other thing too. I gotta find a way to do some more Alpha Strike. I get really good views on Alpha Strike. That's the Vesda stuff. I know not too many of you guys in my group that show up here seem to watch it, but I get a lot of views on that. And it really is some really interesting gameplay. It incorporates quite a bit, but it's not hard to do. But you just have to play one of the games. They're pretty fun. Ashley will be back here in a minute. She's dealing with the dog. So, yeah. Anyways, back to what I started talking about 50 times. It seems like as these,
baby.
those for sure will be what I put in Mini Warmuts Paint Challenge, and he's getting things geared up for 5 parsecs from home. So, for those of you on the podcast too, and the video, just kind of keep an eye out for that. When that starts coming out, you guys are gonna know too. And Mythos, I'll be getting a hold of you later too
my desk.
on that. She can go under the desk.
This way.
This dog, she can't see, but she pretty much remembers when she gets in the gaming room. She's so used to walking in, and then she goes left under our gaming table back here that you see, and so she walks in so many steps, goes left, but sometimes she tries to get underneath Ashley's desk or mine. I don't know, maybe for security, I think is what she's doing. But so far, she's doing okay. Anywho, we didn't really have any kind of. We tried to do a few times, a structured conversation topic, and today is just gonna talk, and she's gonna paint. I really don't have anything to paint except these dwarves. So, like I said, I got to primer them, and I'll wait. I'll wait on them. And then we'll just go from there. Linster says he has the vendor for the store that does 3D terrain. He's doing multicolored buildings, so you don't need to paint. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, Telemachus, a famous line. The ship that made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs. Yeah. I don't know. That's what I need, I think, to get to town and back sometimes. Or I guess you could be like one of those paragliders, fire up that lawnmower engine and get up there and fly around with a parachute. My luck, the parachute would just fold up and I'd drop. That'd be my only drawback to that, because it's not. Otherwise, it looks cool. There's somebody that's on all the time that owns a farm or something, and they're out all the time with one. So. Guess I'll just switch back over till Ashley comes back. Sorry about that. She's got quite a bit of painting to do, and then let that go. But we're having fun doing our game anyways. One of these days we need to do a guest star for the stream and have me on for painting. You can do that whenever, Johnny. Just let me know. Literally, you want to do it next weekend or something? Let me know. You want to come on now? I can send you a link. Any of you can jump on if you'd like. Whenever. So we can put the link in the chat for you. And everything's taken care of on this end. I like that. Mythos says if he had a ship like that, he would visit his gamer friends in Iowa, the UK, California, Maryland, Canada, etc. Heck yeah, man! And if Stargates were something we were allowed to own, I would definitely be using that to get around too. Although I could see your wife Lily going, "Oh God, Mythos, that Greg guy's here again. He always shows up at dinner time." And this time he brought some guy named Mini Warmut. There you go. Today you're in the middle of dinner. Oh, that's okay. We have someone that hops on here that eats a lot too. He is in the middle of dinner half the time. Mini Warmut says he's feeling little blah today. He ate onion rings for lunch, and his body's letting him know it's not for him anymore. Yeah, see, you got to kind of listen to what your body says. Like for me, I used to like a lot of things, a lot of pork products that are, and pork in and of itself is just full of triglycerides. It's not a good food, man. When you look at it, it's popular and it's tasty, but it's not something good for you. So I've learned, hey, I'd like to be around a lot longer. So you got to take it easy on things that affect you. And I've had enough in my life to say I'm okay. I don't even miss it anymore. Because primarily Greg found out that there is beef bacon. Beef bacon is good. Deer bacon, better. Hey, nerd, you haven't been here for a while. How are you? Hopefully everything's going good for you. Glad to see you stopping by. Um, we're just chit chatting about everything, food and hobby.
She's
and
right behind you.
everything. She's behind the chair.
Yeah.
Okay. There, I just took it off. What you were doing until you came back.
You're good.
Hey, nerd. Ashley's been working on her rat army, and Ashley's printed up with the printer, dozens and dozens, it seems like, but it's not. It's 20 something dwarves. So, got something for Mini Wormuts painting, and she's painting her Ratman from one-page rules. So, deer bacon is phenomenally good. Actually, bacon's more like a seasoning because you got deer bacon, elk bacon, turkey bacon, pork bacon. I mean, there's tons of different kinds of bacon. Um, and some of it much better than pork bacon, in my opinion, after trying it. It's one of those things where until you're kind of forced to do something, you don't really know the other stuff's out there, or you just don't pay attention, but it's there. So, yeah, beef bacon actually is really good.
See, I like turkey bacon better.
And there's one brand we found that's super good. So it just depends. Telemachus Soylent bacon. No, not Soylent bacon.
The hell is Soylent?
Like Soylent Green people. No, that's okay.
No,
Telemachus. You look over the last 2 years. Look at all the. You pay attention. You'll see that there's a certain chain that's been hammered for lots of Soylent in their burgers. Greg no longer eats at that chain. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. And you just have to look for it because I'm not saying it. You know what I mean? And here in this country, we have to self-censor ourselves. Otherwise, that's just the way it is.
It's yellow
and yep. But Lynn Stars, you'll never get me to give up bacon. Hey, man, bacon's good. I'm just saying, Johnny, there are other versions of bacon. Bacon is not a pork product. It's just that's the primary bacon people buy. Yep, Telemachus, and a whole lot more on the one story. And yep. So we're pretty lucky here as far as, well, I shouldn't say lucky, I guess. We're in an area where you gotta just, like we talked about one show a little bit. I care about you guys, so just check what you're eating. We're used to not, this country, no one looks at what they're eating. Other countries, they don't even allow the same ingredients in their food that they do here, and they just do it for money. Like we don't buy bread and haven't for a while. I'm not getting a loaf of bread. It has 30 freaking ingredients. It takes like 3 to 5, depending on the kind of bread you want to make.
Well, never mind.
It doesn't take that much.
I didn't customize anything. I did. I customized the freaking gray.
Well, so it's going to be close, ain't it?
I have to remember how many drops of which one I did.
Oh, well, see, that's why I don't customize my own paints, man. Now she's got to try to remember, but oh, yeah. We're just kind of simple people anyways. My garden's doing good, and I want to be around for a lot longer time to have the show and chit-chat with you guys. No, actually, Telemachus, you have a point. He says there's nothing wrong with glowing food. I think if you eat enough of it, you'll never be lost at night. Someone will always be able to find you. And then they can even claim, hey, you're the light of my life because you're glowing, right? Or was that just a bad dad
Wow,
joke?
that was just a bad joke.
Look, you're glowing. Yes, I am. You need some rat away. Yeah. Mito says you just need to get some rat away after glowing food. It's an interesting world, you guys. That's why the hobby is a fun thing for me. Linstar says he has an Excel spreadsheet for all the factions he needs to paint or wants to paint. That's cool. I deal with spreadsheets enough and presentations enough at work. I don't have any you know spreadsheets, mainly because I just don't have tons of armies. But if you've got a lot of factions, that might be a good idea.
That should be probably a good idea for Mythos.
Mito says
Warhammer stuff.
a bad dad joke or a good one. I thought it was kind of just dumb funny, but that's just kind of what I do occasionally. My mind will twist it. Yeah, Telemachus, for all to go down, you run towards the light, right? That's basically what he's saying. Everybody else always wondered when I was in school. I asked the teacher one time, like, I asked her literally, how does getting under this desk help? You show us all these little movies and you're terrifying us as kids. And then they say, oh, if there's ever a thing and the sirens go off and, just get under your desk. Like that's going to even remotely help you. You're just going to end up being under the desk. You know what I mean? It's not going to, literally not going to do nothing for you. But I found out quickly in school, if you ask common sense questions, you get shot down real quick. So Greg didn't ask too many questions. When I did, it seemed to annoy the teachers. But hey, that's how it works. Holy crap. Leinster says he has 17 factions to keep track of.
Yeah, nope, too much.
Well, Johnny, I give you props for that, man. That's a lot to keep track of. Personally, for me, but you're hardcore though into BattleTech, so that'd be good. Probably be easy for you to do. For me, because we do all these different games, it's like I got my Space Marines for Warhammer, but I don't have anything else. And then I got one-page rules. I got the Human Defense Force. Well, now I got dwarves, but so I don't dwell off too far in all my World War II stuff. It's always the German army that I play because their equipment was so much better. So I usually play that.
Yeah, so much better than get your ass whooped.
No, not most of the time. You're always the Soviets right now.
Right now,
say it.
I'm getting my butt handed to me.
It might change though.
In World War II, some of the stuff was not really that good for the Russians. But Russians more did a full-on just, I'm going to out brutally
they had no choice.
point you.
They had no choice. If they tried to even back up to take cover, their own people would do away with them.
Wait, what does it mean?
What?
What does mean by true Ashley?
I think, Mythos, when you said true Ashley, were you referring to her getting a
I think the
spreadsheet
for him.
Or for her, yeah. Well, you should. The problem with, I've told you before, we're not machines, so when you make these custom colors and you run out of it, then you're almost not able to duplicate it exactly again.
Yeah, I'm pretty much screwed.
Holy cow. That's a lot of factions, Linstar. He's listing them off. Yeah, Mitha said when you said the spreadsheet would be good for him. It might be, but it might be good for her for the paint as far as, I don't know. I don't mix the paints. You know me, Mythos. It's like Space Marine Blue, I'm sticking with, Space Marine Blue. Other than that one faction, I painted that. It was called a Candy Apple Blue, which was a nice but shinier blue.
Is that why you
Um,
got that sapphire blue?
Yeah, it's like a sapphire blue. It was really, really nice. But that was.
You said they were too shiny.
It was the ones from Kill Team Morok. Kill Team Morok box came out, and Keegan had wanted to do that. So he had told our local supply, our hobby shop, hey, when it comes in, reserve us one. And it came out like 3 days later, and the shop's calling me, Greg, you're for Gamers and Coffee, your box is reserved. I'm like, it is? So I had to fork the money out for that. But once we got that, we didn't really play that too much. We played Kill Team. So what I did is I sold the Marines and the other guys off and kept the boards and the terrain.
Isn't that where that one whatchamacallit, the radio tower is?
Yeah, it's got the satellite
Or
tower. It's
satellite,
really cool terrain. Charles says, so how many in each faction? I think he's talking to you, Johnny. Linster says he likes Battletech. He can paint them the way he wants to. He's not stuck on doing a specific because something told him to. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't do it. They don't tell you in Warhammer that you have to do this. Matter of fact, in the rule books, it'll tell you. There's
Make it
usually
your
a
own.
line or two saying you can, something along the lines of these are the rules. You can abide by them or not, or you can make it your own. Just the other person agree to it. Just like the paints, the Space Marines, you can ask Mythos. You can make your own. It even encourages you can make your own division, your own paint colors. You can do whatever.
Mythos did a rainbow one.
But for me, I'm just one of those people like, okay, I have the Ultramarines, so I want to. I don't feel I'm forced to. I want to paint them the way they look and use those decals because that's what I want to do. However, one-page rules, Human Defense Force, I just paint them how I wanted to, Let's see. Mito says paint recipe books, also called painting journals, are pretty popular. He has been meaning to do one himself. That would be a good idea.
Yeah, if you do a lot of custom colors, yeah.
Oh boy, Charles. Linster saying you really want to know, it's like over 20 per faction. There's a lot. That would be good though, Mythos. Yeah, that's cool. Now let me ask you this. You said you've been meaning to do one yourself. Once you do one, update it and let us know how it's working for you. I think something I've asked Ashley a couple times, you might want to write some of this stuff down somehow.
Hush.
Just because
Hush.
you're gonna forget.
Hush. You never once have told me that.
Nerd says lore is part of the hobby for him. Yep, us too. Nerd. So paints to the established unit colors. Battletech is excellent. Lets you make your own guys. You can. But see, nerd, if I'm going to buy anything Games Workshop, I'm just going to do it the way it's in my codex. But that's my choice, though, Johnny. It's not like I feel I'm forced to. I have seen people make all sorts of color Space Marines, but I just really enjoy the way they look for me, so I paint them that way.
See, I didn't go that route with my
Tyranids. Yeah, but Tyranids are a biomass, and that's something, even according to their own lore, they're gonna change. So I don't see how you would be quote a pattern.
I want to do a couple of the paint schemes that one chick I follow. I can't think of her name right off the top of my head, but she does like all different kinds of Tyranids. She has one where it's like Mario Brothers. She did some Pokemon ones. I mean, she just takes a scheme in general, and that's what she paints it
Goes
as.
to town, yeah. Leinster says he can't wait for BattleTech Gothic. I didn't know they were coming out with BattleTech Gothic. He's going to be fun painting a pirate faction. I want to do a pirate faction. I like piratey stuff too. Notice the squirrel is a bit piratey. That's cool. I just didn't know that.
Yeah, I think so.
Leinster says, if you didn't know, Catalyst Game Labs trolled GW. The catalog number for BattleTech Gothic is Cat 40,000. Okay. Mito says, Laura Kiddo, she's amazing. Ashley said she thinks so.
I think that should aim over.
Telemachus, Ninjas and Pirates. That would work.
I had a 3-year-old on my desk again. I just realized there's her paint all over it.
Yeah. She likes to paint.
Actually, I think this was probably before we got her own.
The Nerd says supposedly the Gothic minis are a bit out of scale, so hopefully not too much. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see a Nerd. I mean, I don't, because we're used to a certain scale, so.
No, Greg's not going to be spending no more money.
Mini Wormut's all cha-ching. Greg gonna spend money?
No, not right now. We ain't. We can't. Every extra dime we have goes to our fur baby.
Well, no, I have to go back to the corner again, Mini Wormut, with my cardboard sign.
Keep that up high so I don't put my paintbrush in it.
Gothic is a separate universe. Johnny says it's grimdark, like Warhammer 40K, hence the catalog number. Gotcha. Pirates, huh? Piratey faction. Well, I don't know. But yeah, at some point, Mini Wormut. Money getting spent in a hobby is kind of going to happen. We're just kind of a little bit on a hobby hold for now. That's all. That is all. But it will improve, so I'm not worried about it. And I was wondering what I was going to come up with for your competition there, Mini Wormut, but since I got these dwarves, it's my question's answered.
Well, you're welcome.
Telemachus says he's all grim darked out, no Gothic for him. Yeah, it's become popular, that type of stuff. Always a different angle, Nerd says his team just asked this week to learn BattleTech out of the blue, and we ended up setting up DFA override rules. Anyone else play it? They really like it. Well, I don't know anything about that either. A Nerd, because BattleTech for me is I've played the old school BattleTech, but everybody knows I like Alpha Strike.
Well,
what happened now, Ashley?
No.
He broke?
Yep.
Okay. Now you gotta glue it, but that's all right.
Yep.
Mini Wormut says he's going to attempt to get his YouTube videos back on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. I think I'm going to tell my boss I would just like to work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and see if I could do that instead of this whole 5 days a week thing. Especially working outside, man, because when I'm outside, it's just out here. It's It's not fun to work. Doing hard work outside, you're wiped out at the end of the day. Johnny says he has to get his videos going again. He's not been streaming for a bit now. Yeah, Mini Warmup said the same thing. I was just gonna say, yeah, he noticed that. Um, but I mean, life happens. You got to do life first too. And yeah, Mini Warmup says, "Good grief, Ashley, pay attention."
No, I just set him on top of my thing, and it ended up just falling.
It's all right. No worries. It happens. It happens. Mini Warmup. When I used to have my own business, for about 10 years, I had much more time. I literally could schedule my work, schedule my estimates, do my own thing. But first divorce kind of took all that, takes time, money, kind of ruined that. And then ended up having to do the quote job thing. And you literally don't have as much freedom as doing your own. Well, the only thing that was stressful was getting so much work you didn't know what to do with it or how to schedule it. But I kind of looked at it as I'd rather be stressed having too many jobs than stressed wondering where the next job's coming from. You know what I mean? So in the meantime, now I can do all this stuff. I just don't get paid for it. Not what I should be. Yeah, Mini Warma says, "Good grief, Ashley. Be smart about it." The problem is, Mini Warma, the desk with its multiple stands and stuff is full. And so we're just kind of...
We ran out of storage.
We have run out of storage in the room. So really, even if, it's just one of those. Yeah, no, I'm not telling you anywhere, Mike, because I know you do your own thing, but you know how it goes, right? You've got to go estimate your jobs. But I used to have time after work, or I could schedule a day off. I find now that when I get off of work, the day is, pretty much shot. And working outside, trimming trees, working down your hands and knees in the sewer stuff, or if you're even walking with a weed eater for 2 and 3 hours up and down the streets, weed eating the curbs with your head down in the sun, just exhausted, man. You're standing there sweating like you're in a sweat house. So at the end of the day, I go back, I'll do office work and deposits and whatnot, or leases or whatever office has to be done. But come the end of the day, Greg is just tired, man. It's a lot, And then you come in and you're like, you sit down, and by then Ashley's new job, she goes to work at 4, so she leaves before I get off. Although her job, she's home by 8. It's only a couple hours a night. But trying to stay caught up is hard. Mini Warmup says he's going to be on a 2-week road trip, which means when he returns, it's going to be serious catch up. Yep. So like for us, I mean, it sounds funny, but you got, I don't even know how many acres this place is. It's massive. So Mini Warmup, you do landscaping. My riding lawnmower has a 60-inch deck, 60 inches. Okay. And so, and even with that, it's not enough. If it rains, like over the weekend, the grass blew up. So now come Monday, come tomorrow, I'm going to have rents that will come in over the weekend, all the office stuff, and all the grass on the property is going to be just high. So it's just a long, stressful day right off the bat before it even gets here tomorrow. So yeah, catch up work. So in other words, it translates into, you guys, just less time to do the hobby stuff that we wanted. So I guess it's a good thing Ashley printed me all these, because I didn't really want to keep a title too long. Like Mythos gave me a nice title, but I was thinking of getting a shirt too. Mythos printed out that said, "Greg, the Hobby Unicorn." But Ashley just ruined my dream now, so I can't. But that's okay. That's okay. One day I'll recover. What's that? Oh, you glued another one? Or?
This one I dropped, putting my squirrel up.
Oh, just re-glue it.
That's what I'm trying
That
to
is
do.
what glue does. Zap-A-Gap or Gorilla Glue. That Gorilla Glue is a lot nicer on mounting them to the stands because it's sticky. So the guys can hear better. I think what I'm going to have to do is buy another small bag of stands here pretty soon. Well, I know I will I know there's not. And I don't know what this one's going to take. This other one's going to take a much bigger stand.
It's going to take a big base.
Yeah.
It's going to be like your mortars.
Well, Mini Warma, if you want, he says he thinks when he leaves Grand Rapids, he'll drive through Iowa City on his way to Clarinda, Iowa. If you're going to go through Iowa City,
You better let us know.
Let us know if you want to take a lunch break or something. We'll meet you. We'll come up there and meet you in person. Somewhere.
We need to know in advance so I can make sure I don't work that day.
Yeah, but Iowa City for us is about 35
minutes, depending where in Iowa City.
Yeah, well, to 40, depending on where you're going to be. But you're going to
baby girl.
High 80.
Shit.
Oh, someone's here, I think. Hold on, Jesse. It's always something, always something. Poor Ashley. She's having a hard time. But yeah, for sure, if you want to meet, we'll meet you. It'd be nice to meet you in person anyways. And I'll make sure Keegan is dressed appropriately. A nerd's nerd. Yeah. So he said, nerd's nerd saying, yeah, I keep getting pinged by his HR that he maxed out his PTO because they never take off since leaving for 2 weeks. Just means you have 2 weeks backlog to try to catch up on in addition to your work. Exactly. So I'm doing the full management position here. Okay. So that is everything the manager does. Leases, checks, phone calls, problems, work orders, court dates, evictions, and on and on and on. And I'm also doing the maintenance, which is an ongoing thing, especially since this property was built in 1959. We're just getting ready to put a roof on the building where it has had no new roof and only patching since 1959. So even the tags on the phone poles out there, the little metal plates said 1959. So once they start doing that, that's going to generate more work for me because when they're done, I've got to clean the building, paint the outside of the building, and then I also have to do the parking lot paint stripes, which I got to pressure wash and clean the parking lot for that and on and on. But I don't take lunch, and my regional managers I don't see how it's possible you don't take lunch. You have to take lunch. It's the company rules. Because if I stop, I literally am not going to get the stuff done. So I'll take a 30-minute break, but I don't even like doing that because it's all I can do to maintain 2 full-time, completely different jobs. And I can't. They jump on me about PTO all the time. So I think I'm going to take a week off in September because September 1st is the start of hunting season out here. So I might take that week off and try to get Jessie out there one last time because I really don't know how long the dog will live, to be honest with you, and she loves that. So I think I might do that. But right now I've got like 70 hours of paid time off stacked up. And they in October, that's when they start over. So I'm gonna have to use at least 40 hours before October, or I'm gonna end up losing it, So I get you, nerd, really, because my job, that's where it's at. It's a nonstop thing, and to keep it maintained, it takes an awful lot out of the day. So that's what I'm saying. By the time I get home, you guys, you're just like, ugh. And then if I have anything else to do that's on my own, that I want, then it takes up the time. So, yep. And then again, that's why I get irritated, because when I sit and do, like Ashley, other than Ashley's having issues breaking things in a bad run.
Now, it's not none of yours, they're mine.
I know, I feel bad that you're having some issues, but most of the time it's enjoyable. So, yeah. But enough about work. That's a game show. Ew. But do take your time off, a nerd's nerd, because the one thing I found out after the kids up and moved out is time goes quick, and you need to enjoy the time, because we can't go get any more. And, you know, but I got you. I understand the backlog thing. But I think Mini Wormut, he does his own business, but I think he's got like 50, 60 employees, and he lets them do all the work. Right, Mini Wormut? Isn't that the case?
You can switch them. Actually, you just got my camera.
What happened to your fingers?
I'm not holding a piece.
Oh, I thought it froze for a second. But you're here.
What?
Yeah. The Mini Wormut says, "Don't eat any more tacos, Ashley." Tacos kind of sound good.
Yeah, that does sound good.
But anyways, Mini Wormut, if you're gonna come this way, let us know. We'll meet you. And any of you
I
guys,
just need to know in advance so that way I can take off work.
any of you guys that are listening, you're more than welcome to jump on the show. We'll just send you a link, like Johnny was asking earlier, or just set something up with us. You come on and chit chat too about your stuff. Ashley cost the team 4 credits.
What?
How did Ashley?
The hell did I do?
Ashley wants to know what she did, Mini Wormut, to cost our 5 parsecs from home team. What happened? Fine, Ashley, thanks. Already cost us money, and we haven't even gotten into space yet. Reese, are you still there, sir? I'm wondering. Mini Wormut, of course, I should have had Sarge make that choice if Trick should be involved in the first mission. What's the first mission? Well, we have to finish watching the video, too. Need to watch the last video? See, now I got to find more time to watch a video, too? Jeez. Well, Mizo says, of course, I'm not leaving her in the med bay. Uh-oh. It's not resticking?
No, it's not.
Let the glue dry. It'll be all right. Don't get upset. Let it dry and then re-glue it. If you want, I have a propane torch. You could try to melt them together. Of course, you might burn your fingers and destroy your miniature, but it would stick. The last 2 videos, oh no. Wait a minute. Has the game started already? I thought we were... I guess I'm going to have to look back. Okay. All right, Mini Wormut, I guess I will go hit your channel and look at the last 2 items. Like I said today, I haven't had the time to watch anything today. That was all the setup stuff he's saying. Okay. Mythos says, Ashley, if you get a chance, try some Kraken Super Glue Activator sometime. It's really handy for things that have trouble sticking together. We'll have to... Is that an online thing, Mythos? Or I haven't seen anything like that at our hobby store, but if that's what it is, if it's an activator, then I'll see if we can find it. Charles says he's so far behind on so many videos. It's time to call channels. Okay, thanks. Mythos just said one is, if the gaming hasn't started, one is rolling up our characters, gear, and equipment, background, and stuff. The other is currently going on when we start the game. Okay. Okay. I just haven't had the chance. I'm gonna have to do that too. Cool. Mythos says he buys it on Amazon. Then we will find it on Amazon and get some. I have not run across where have had an issue with something not going together, but that would be a good deal. Anyone says Charles is our brute. He is the muscle of our crew. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
I realize Charles says Charles is their slacker. You know what, Charles? I realized that my nickname's just Doc, and I'm not really going to be a medical person, so not really going to be the combat medic. But my nickname's just going to be Doc, I guess.
You're the orphan.
What? What does that have to do with anything? So, Telemachus says super glue activators typically contain solvents like acetone or ethyl alcohol. Well, then if you can't pronounce it, maybe we shouldn't use it, I guess. I don't know. Woo! Mini Wormut says Charles rolled extra speed and strength. Nice. Nice. And Mythos, I did text Mini Wormut and said, wow. So, like, Ashley gets a hand cannon and I get some sort of weirdo hand teleporter device. So basically, I don't have any, quote, weapon to take into war. Well, thanks to Telemachus, he's letting us know there's cheaper options. Anyone says, Craig, you got to watch the videos. There's some stuff in your crew stash that can make you be a medic. Okay. Well, I will. I didn't realize you'd put out 2 more videos other than the first one. I thought you were just setting the crew up. But I'll try to get caught up because it sounds like you're going to be putting up more videos, and I'll end up just getting further behind. Mythos says, I've got a great tool for battlefield extraction. I do, I guess. You can use it to get to the wounded, then use your teleporter to get the wounded away from danger. Well, I didn't think about it that way, Mythos. That's cool. I guess I could use it that way. Otherwise, I was kind of wondering if I could teleport somebody's food off the table over to my table, find something useful like getting a cup of coffee without having to get up and get it.
Lazy.
Charles goes, what's up, Doc, with a carrot and a rabbit? And Mythos says, we do got a bunch of weapons that belong to the team now. You don't get any signature weapons, but you've got stash weapons. Okay. So Mini Wormut says, having a displacer and a stim pack will make you a crew medic. All right, that's cool. I will get to watching those. I'll try to watch. I don't know how long they are. I'll try to knock them out tonight. And see, because that would be good. Oh, there you go. Ashes are sticking there. Just hold it in place.
No, this is a different one. I have to try to line it up.
Mythos says, oh, yeah, we did get a stim pack too. So I have, you've got stuff to heal with. Yeah, that's cool. That would be nice. Once it gets going, I think it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, as long as Brian doesn't roll for me no more.
Oh, it's all good. You got what? All that roll up to a D100. So
Yeah, and he rolls for money for me and rolls a 1.
well, that's going to happen. That's one of the numbers, right? That's okay. This game will start you out with some debt anyways, so we're used to that.
Yeah, go ahead and shut this off.
Dice will be dice. Oh, you done with that one?
Yeah. I got him to stick now. I just got to sit and dry.
All right. So Mito says he says I think he also had a great roll to get you a high tech weapon. Yeah, he did. He rolled pretty good for her there. There's no magic or skill in it. That's good. I'm not certain games like Magic to me doesn't really. I mean, I don't know why it's pushed into all these games, but sometimes to me it's not really like part of it. And Telemachus, no self surgery kit. That'd be interesting. Self surgery kit or like a med bed. Who knows? We have a ship though we have to maintain. And Mini Wormite, do we have to roll to find out what our insurance is monthly on that ship, or is that just part of the maintenance costs to maintain the ship? And we got a decent ship, I thought you said, anyway, so something that'll hold up. I don't know, you guys. It'll be fun as it all unrolls. I apologize, Mini Wormite. I just didn't realize you were putting that many videos out on setting it up. I thought you were doing like 1 or 2, so I'll have to jump in there and watch the rest of them. But very well. See, Mythos, you know a lot about it. And once I get done with the videos, I will send you a message, sir, on Messenger, and we can go from there. See if we can't do that. Either way, it'll be nice. Oh, let's see. Man, I was going to bring something else up, but I don't remember. All right. Mini Wormite says when Sarge debriefs the team, Sarge will be sending him the info on who's equipped with what, and we'll get the game rolling. So, on the game, how are we, Mini Wormite, how are we doing that? We're all going to get together on one of the, like, do a little video thing like we've done with Zombicide? Or are you going to be just kind of rolling for us and letting us know how the game progresses, or how? I guess I never understood how we were gonna do the game part, because we have the technology, all of us, but not sure how you were wanting to do it. What you doing?
Check my phone real quick.
Oh, is your phone? Is it still working?
Ha ha ha. Make sure no one messaged us.
Oh, they know we do the show, so they should, anyways. By now. Okay, so with that, Mini Wormite says your team has 3 patrons. You all agree on which mission you like. So, exactly what's the role of the patron in this? Charles says, what? Spaceships? Nobody said anything about spaceships. They're like airplanes. They crash a lot. Yeah, Charles, except for we would be crashed on some sort of planet somewhere. Well, maybe not even a planet with the way things go for this crew. We might end up on some sort of chunk of asteroid or something. Who knows?
Possibility. You never know.
Yeah. Well, I know Axanix is excited that we're all doing this. He loves that also. David, he loves 5 parsecs also. So I know he's happy everybody's doing it. Are you gonna be using that camera anymore?
No.
Then I'm gonna just shut it off. All right. So that's removed now. That's cool. All right. We shall see. Okay, Mini Wormout says and that's if we can all get together. We could do a live play. If not, I will create a simple battle report video you all watch, and then there will be post-battle rolls. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. I wasn't complaining. I just want to know how we're doing it. And Mythos says our patrons and this are our clientele. Okay, so we do adventure work for them. That's all.
We're mercenaries.
No, that's fine. I just didn't know, anything about the 5 parsecs universe other than just little tiny bits. So if that's how it works, that's cool. That'll work out fine.
So we already started with 3 jobs.
Well, if you have 3 of them, then
is what I'm getting at. If we have 3 of them, then we already have 3 jobs.
Well, it gives us more work if we have 3, I guess. We'll find that out. Nice. All right, that works. That works fine then. Anywhere I'm good with all that. How it works. So, another adventure.
I just realized did you see what Tomikis said?
Where?
Up a little bit. He said no self-surgery kits.
Yeah. No self-surgery kits.
What are you trying to be? Become a different person?
Correct 3 we can choose from right now. Okay.
Okay, you don't have to take all 3 right this second. Okay.
No. So then Mythos with these patrons, then we just do we roll? Is there a roll to see what kind of jobs we get, or how many of them give us work? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this all works. So, nothing like a little self-employment in outer space, Charles. Maybe there'll be an outer space casino, and we could stop out and get some prime rib.
No, we're not stopping.
Why? You got to be able to gamble your credits, right? I mean,
with what Brian just said about how I lost us 4 points
for tacos, though. But if tacos are involved, then it's okay. Okay, he rolled out what the jobs are in the second video. Okay, I guess instead of me asking questions, I'll just watch the video.
Yeah, we'll have to just watch them tonight.
Many more months
Get some dinner and watch them.
We did luck out by avoiding arrival. That's cool. It sounds like it could be an unending, forever game, which is interesting too. Rivals can screw up everything, Mini Wormout says. Johnny says one of these days he wants to start up his Star Trek campaign. Yeah, I've seen a little bit on that too. There's a following on that for sure. But some of this, so it's like sounds quite a bit, Mini Wormout, honestly, like Necromunda. if I look through the book here, and Necromunda is a game that when you sit down and play it, it's got maps. It's like RPG. It's just all this stuff. It could go on for 20 years. That doesn't end. Mini Worma says the videos are entertaining. He's not trying to brag. Well, I'm sure they are. They would be very interesting. So to all of you listening, you can check out Mini Worma's channel and ours, of course. But those of you that are listening later or on the podcast, Mini Wormut and Wolf Brother Hobbies are going to be helping us with that. Telemachus says, what would you like to say, sir?
Telemachus is up on the other team.
Yeah. But isn't it Telemachus?
He's on the Space Wolves.
I know.
With Wag,
yep,
Ice Wolf, and Mike.
Meandering Mike. You see Mini Wormut? Oh, good grief. Greg always has to refer to 40K. Ugh. That's Mythos' fault and Clint's for getting me into 40K. Mythos says he enjoyed him a lot. Oh, Mini Wormut says thank you, Mythos. I got halfway through the first one. I thought it was interesting. It held my attention. And that's what we got to do anyways. Anybody? Mini Wormut says he will begin the Star Wolves role later tonight. Okay.
We're just special. We got started first.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to reference 40K all the time. Darn it. Just saying. Necromunda's set up like that.
Space Marines.
No, well, Necromunda, I have my enforcers.
Yeah, those are the ones that I wanted. You told me to go through the book and find one.
No, you can't have them. They're like the corrupted law enforcement.
Basically, and they have the dogs. That's why I wanted it.
That's some nasty stuff, yeah. But we bought that, and then Clint wanted to do something with that, and then we just never went anywhere with it. So I got my guys painted, magnetized, and that was my first kit bash, and only kit bash was the tank I did for that. But that's okay. I still have it sitting here under the desk in a box. Darn it. Sometimes you just can never get to what you start. That's all right, though. I should technically, we're probably never going to do it. I should probably just, because I got the templates and all that.
No, if we'll ever get to
I should just
Necromunda.
put the whole thing up and sell it, because I get something for that. Yeah, I bet you have a tough task of trying to find miniatures similar to our characters. I'll tell you what, Mini Wormut, I'm going to see if I can find one that kind of fits my character with what you're setting up and Ashley's, and then we'll see if we can't either print them out or find them, and then I can send it to you.
Well, give me a list, and I can kind of look around.
Yeah, you want Ashley to look around? She's good at finding stuff on the internet. But then there's Ice Wolf, who's good at files, and
I'd say,
a lot
Ice
of you
Wolf
guys.
as well. And then he can send them to me, and then I can print them and send them to you.
You found a great Stargrave mini for Tricks, a really cool one. Awesome.
You have to send it to me and see if I can print it out.
Dun, dun, dun,
And what size are we trying? Are we trying to get 28 millimeter? Are we trying 15? I mean, what size are you going with?
Yeah, we'll find something. We will find something. I mean, Worma says, cool, if you'd like to send a mini, that will work. Yep.
I just need to know kind of
We'll
what I'm
figure it out.
looking for at 28
Scale-wise,
to 32. Okay.
28, 32. Okay. Oakley dokley. Oh, man.
Did he get bent?
No, it's just slightly too small. Well, it might be about the right size. But I like the guys. I got one I like the clothing on. Yeah, the size can vary. Well, always varies a little, anyways.
Well, I mean, like with Charles, he'd be something a lot bigger if he's the brute, bodyguard kind of thing.
Watch the video Ashley May Wormut says. And it's fantasy size. It could vary. We will have to, yeah. We're probably going to have to do that after the show. Well, yeah, I know.
Just because I watched the video doesn't really help me out on
yeah, well,
kind of like what we're looking for.
Yeah, no, that's what he's saying. It'll answer your questions. So you'll be all right. So we'll have to see if we can do that. We got to try to squeeze in a couple more rounds too. And the videos, I guess I got a lot I got to do tonight. Maybe I should just call in sick to work tomorrow. Be like,
no, because I have to work too.
But so you don't work till the evening.
Doesn't matter. You can't call off if I can.
What about 5 months you had no job, unemployment? I didn't call off for 5 months.
I was still bringing money into the house.
That's unemployment. No. Yeah. No, I'm saving my paid time off for later. But when I do that, the outdoor stuff is generally in the morning.
A gnome? Wow.
You found a gnome mini for Telemachus. Awesome. I don't know if Telemachus thinks that's awesome. You figure that fits him.
Wow, that's just mean. A gnome?
He's probably, my interpretation is Telemachus is in a high-tech bunker somewhere in a mountain overlooking a lot of area. And we literally have no idea how set up he is. That's what I think.
I like gnomes.
What? There
I
you
like
go.
Gnomes.
Well, it leaves rooms for things like you should have known better.
Oh my god!
Right? So, anyways, but what? It's not my fault. All the damage came from the warp. It just altered me. And the squirrels can confirm it. So really don't have to go off of your little smirks and stuff back there. I don't know. But you know, Mini Wormut says, yeah, Telemachus will need to avoid melee because a big foot can stomp him into a grease mark. That's mean. But yeah, I don't know. A 28 millimeter gnome, that would.
Grease marks are a badge of honor.
That's right. That means you stood your ground, Telemachus, right? Grease marks are a badge of honor. You did not back down.
If you're going grease mark, then you need to get a gremlin.
No grease marks are the scene of the murder.
Oh, instead of a chalk outline, it's just a grease mark.
Mythos says he's going to enjoy looking for a new mini for this. Yeah, I think it'd be fun to try to find one or get one printed that represents our character. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
And Mythos, because I know Brian doesn't want to hear it, but could you imagine a bunch of Space Marines fighting and they turn the corner in a big giant building and there's a heavily armored gnome with the red hat? They would just be like stopping. I could see them looking at each other like, now what? What? I just pictured Telemachus's guy, a heavily armored gnome in space.
See, even Brian couldn't even finish his sentence.
Well, it's something you have to visualize. If you don't visualize it, it doesn't.
Here's bringing 40K back up.
No, I'm just saying you have to visualize. Like I was thinking about this.
Splat.
Well, Mini Wormut says, "Hey, Telemachus, splat. You just have to watch out." Now, here's a question: are there like space monsters in this game? Like, I'm not talking about. No. There's no armor like that. It's just a gnome. So he's gonna look like a garden gnome. Dragonlance gnomes are the best. They fly to space too, Telemachus says. Okay.
Oh my lord.
See, that's why the numbers bounce around. People pop into this show and they're like, what the heck
hell did I just walk in
What did I
on?
just land in? Oh, you know. Charles says now he can't use the figure that he wants. What figure did you want to use, Charles? Because now people are curious.
So I was thinking with like Charles, because if he's a brute.
What about the brutes from Halo?
There's Chris.
There's some serious characters to avoid. Well, hello, Nagawa. He says better late than never.
Absolutely.
We're glad you stopped by. We're talking about space gnomes. Kind of. They're called unique individuals, May Wormut says. And Telemachus says it'd be hard to shoot him in the back as he's too small to find his back. That's funny. Telemachus says the shot will go above him. There you go. So, wait, then shouldn't Telemachus get an automatic, like a defense of 1 or something? Should it be a little harder to hit him? Like, there should be a penalty for taking a shot at him? Charles says he posted on Facebook. If you can find him, he's not sure where he put it. There you go. Sarge, May Wormut says, Sarge, look that up. Page 105. Might see if I can pick the book up for this maybe in another week or two, just because I can figure out more. Dexterity bonus due to size. There you go. Something. You should get a little bit of something. Shooting at Telemachus would be like a +2 to hit. So that would be interesting. So yeah, so Nagawa, sir, whenever you get a chance, and I know you're busy, maybe we could do something. Maybe you can give me a little bit more help with that 1914 when you're ready. So I'd like to do something with that. But I just want your expertise on it because you know more. There are roving threats or monsters, Many Wormut says. Sarge, page 101. Okay, so there are going to be threats that you come across that are not. Telemachus is going to be a landlord in space. He says, listen, I can rent out my bunk and make money if it's too large because I can fit in a dresser. Telemachus. That's smart, man. That's smart. Charles is all small target. Use something that has shrapnel. Yep. No. In my mind, I just picture this garden gnome running around. A razor lizard.
And we're all humans, right?
Haywire robots, which are like Terminators and Sand Runners, page 101. I'm just going to have to get the book. Nagawa says he doesn't do a show next week, so I hope to have some spare time. Well, hey, Nagawa, take your spare time and do whatever and enjoy yourself. There is zero pressure, sir. Just whenever you get a chance. Like I said, I know in that genre, man, if I place units that are even slightly off to, I'm going to get I'm going to get chewed up. So I kind of want to just place them somewhat close, even though you're allowed to put them anywhere. Mini Wormwood says he can make you a patron in the game there, Nagawa, which is 5 parsecs from home. It is a cool name. Space Critters. Let's see something here. It will be interesting. You're in the majority. Many people have a hard time setting that up. Okay. What did you just say, Mini Wormwood? Space herpes? Is that something we can catch? I have to be careful where Doc goes on his leave then, huh? Nice Pirates movie. Yeah. So if he makes you the one of the patrons, then that'd be cool. That'd be like a shout out to you, sir. Um, oh, that's going to be good. Sorry, I was looking at something there. Okay. So yeah, whatever, sir. Maybe I bit off more than I could chew, but for $12, I think it's okay. I think it'll be okay, one way or the other. Plus, I have other things to do, so it's good. It'll be good. What you got there? Oh, Ashley's looking around for. Oh, sounds like there'll be quite a few people, or quite a few obstacles to overcome with this. Is there just one book to this, Mini Wormont? Just one book, or is it multiple books? Oh boy. Mini Wormont says, let's hope Nagawa is not a vengeful patron, which means if you fail the mission, he will get mad and turn on you and become a rival.
I found some free ones that have like armor, but Brian said there's no armor.
What? For the. Well, you can make them look like however you want, Ash.
It looks like they have
that would be cool.
A lion or something up on.
Yep.
A dog on the armor.
There's supplements, but on the main book, just one. Telemachus says, okay, it's relatively cheap. I'll have to see if I can pick one up just so I can get a better understanding of the game. Maybe what I should do this week is put my Necromunda stuff up on eBay and then use the proceeds to.
Here we go.
What's that?
For Charles. He's going to beat someone with a chair.
Well, you have a. Wow, that's interesting. Of course, you'd bring up chair, but you could get that. That looks cool. She found a figure there. Yeah, the only problem with the PDFs, Telemachus, is I'm not a fan of downloading it and printing it out, using up all my ink, and it's just, I may as well just get the book. Depends. I can take the PDF off if it's cheaper. Take it down like Mini Warman's done, like the Staples or Office Max now and bind it. So I'd have to look for the 3rd edition. Okay, we'll have to find that.
Isn't that what he sent us up on the group chat? Or is that just the character sheets?
Oh, that's the character sheets, I think. Yeah, I see where. Oof. And Modifius makes this game then, huh? Nice. I didn't know that. Is that correct? That's Modifius? Because Modifius has. I really like their stuff, man. I've never been let down by.
Oh, Modifius? Any
yeah.
of their stuff.
Most, yeah, so far, anyways. I can see where it's going to run to about $40, it looks like.
That's not too bad.
That's not bad. Another book, but that's what I'm saying. I think maybe I'll just do it this week, Ash.
Well, if we can find one pretty cheap that's a PDF and it's not going to cost us an arm and a leg, we might do it that way.
Yeah, but yeah, the tank ones are going to be better. Telemachus says you could save a lot of money by having a printer that does not use cartridges, a tank reservoirs, cheap ink. Yes, except for I don't have one of those. I just have a regular print because generally I don't do a lot of printing. You guys kind of maybe you don't know how it goes. If you don't use a printer all the time, every once in a while you need a printer. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm not printing all the time, so
yeah, we need it in like March and April.
Telemachus said Modifius bought it from the original creator. Okay, very cool. And Mini Warmut says, "Great, yes, sir. What? How can I help you?" Dun, 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 dun. What?
Damn it, Brian!
Brian, you didn't have to get one for us, but damn, thank you. I appreciate that.
Tuesday.
Awesome. Thank you, Mini Wormwood. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Telemachus says next time you need a printer, but then you'll have it to print sheet manuals. Okay, because I've heard about the tank ones, but I just don't know anybody personally who has one. And I don't know what we got. We got an older HP DeskJet 41. Yeah, it's like
I was saying, Nerd said she printed 500 pages on like $20 a week.
Oh my God, that's cheap then. And you still have half a tank? Yeah, cartridge printers are trash.
It's almost as much buying the ink as is just buying a new printer.
Well, the problem is, yeah, so a nerd's nerd, I appreciate you sharing that because the last time we tried that, printing the PDF version, and of course, Mini Wormwood doesn't want to hear it, was for Warhammer. However, literally, it took all my ink, and to replace the ink, it would have been the same. I could have just went and bought the codex from the store, and had a nice hard copy, and instead, and so literally, it wasn't worth it for me to do it. And I don't, we don't have anything fancy,
We'll have to look into that.
And if you buy last season's model cheaper yet, Telemachus says, yeah, I don't mind buying it, last minute anything or last year anything. Yeah, it's been times I have not personally, just purposely not wanted to do it, the PDF thing. Not that I'm against the fact that it's a PDF, but the fact that woo! There's our printer up there. Just your standard
Yeah, but my problem is it's gotta be, gotta fit in that small spot because that's the only place for us to have it.
Yeah. It's above the my camera and my mic and all that that's facing me. So then there's a shelf directly above it with the printer. But it's just been, and plus the one thing I don't like, you guys, is that you can't refill your cartridges anymore, or you can't use aftermarket, especially with HP. Be careful, because they insist you buy HP only stuff. It's got a little barcode on it, and the newer printers like I have at the office, man, you put that in there, it knows whether or not you have an officially licensed Hewlett Packard cartridge. It's terrible.
What-
You can't.
Which one do you recommend? Either Telemachus or Nerd's Nerd?
So like it says, 4 cartridges, the printer and ink is paid for. And Mini Wormut says, remember Axanix? Yep. And Ivan Sorensen, creator of 5 Parsecs. They have a weekly live show. Is he the creator of that guy that's on their podcast? Ivan's a good dude, Mini Wormut says. Telemachus uses off-brand ink and it works the same. Well, then you're very lucky, because if I put off-brand ink in, it won't take it. Oh, you have an Epson. That's why, though. Hewlett Packard is getting notorious for that.
Void Brother.
Avoid brother. Okay. A Nerd says, went cheap and grabbed an entry-level Epson EcoTank. An Epson EcoTank. Look that up. Well, EcoTank. It's a tank printers. Because there's just been times I've just avoided stuff just because I can't afford to go replace all the ink. You know what I mean?
Does she know which one? There's like a dozen.
No, it's all right. Just look them up.
Looks like 150 from 160 from Epson, 130 from Epson.
Well, that's not bad at all, really.
Staples is 140. Walmart's 250. That's probably for a newer one.
HP is making one. They have an HP one also that popped up when she's looking. It says it comes with up to 2 years of ink included in the printer. I don't know how they figure 2 years. You know what I mean?
Who knows?
Nerd says the ET-2850.
Right here.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad at all.
140. That's not too bad.
139.
That's at Staples.
Oh, refurbished too.
So.
I mean, if it's refurbished and comes with the warranty, then
Yeah, as long as it. I mean, if you
Yeah,
buy
if
it
it's
from
factory
Epson, it probably does. But like Staples, I don't see really doing that. Wow, they get up there. 600, 500.
yeah. Well,
Here's
the cartridge thing is just ridiculous.
Amazon 190.
I mean, you guys all remember you get cartridges. You used to be able to get the refill kits, right? You could refill your cartridges and reuse them.
I remember those.
Yeah, all the time, but not now.
Because they were a lot cheaper.
Well, it was a lot more cheaper to refill the cartridge than it was to go buy.
I
So-
just need something that fits in that spot. That's all I care about. Because we have no room. Well, I might be able to drop that down a little bit. Drop that whole shelf down.
No, just gonna leave it alone. Let's just leave everything where it's at. The room is just too small for the hobby has increased, and that's
That's
it.
our problem.
Yeah.
Here's one from Walmart. ET2400 wireless for 180. So it's right about the same.
Then Johnny says you can still get a warranty from Staples for the printer.
Oh, can you? Okay.
Telemachus says he paid $250 on Amazon. He's printed several thousand pages and just basically bought more ink. Wow. That'd be way worth it, because if you buy a cheap printer for $100 and then you got to pay, $50, $70 for cartridges, it's like my office one. It's kind of dumb because if I sit there and I do a lease, everything has to be duplicated. So it's about 120 pages of paper has to be printed. And I'll go through ink quick, printing stuff at that office, and it's not cheap, man. A cartridge, it's $120 for the cartridge, $126 to get the cartridges to replace it. And I'm buying one or two of them a month at least at the office. Johnny says he has to upgrade. He hates his printer. It's very old. Charles says, I got an Epson and we haven't gotten anywhere near using all the ink. You bought it a year ago. Yeah, it depends on what how much you need to print. I kind of go in spurts where I don't need a printer for a couple months. Then all of a sudden,
we need one.
I need one, and I need to print this and print that, and and
See, we really don't print photos.
Telemachus says, however, Epson doesn't have a good reputation for photo printing. It can be done, but settings are hard to figure out. Yeah, the last printer that gave out on us was an Epson, and I just haven't taken it down and recycled it. And it lasted a good long time.
It's still sitting up over here.
It did a good job. But the HP I got, because it was on sale and the cartridges were like 50-something bucks. They're not. So I thought for me, it's something I can use for the year. But then as soon as we printed that PDF out with a brand new printer, it ran all of our ink out. And yeah. Oh, geez, Charles says he got his at Costco and got an extra bottle of ink for whatever the whole price was. Nice.
There you go. That's a good deal. Whenever you get free stuff, it's always a good deal.
Nerd says the print quality is far from mind-blowing, but for mass print jobs, Battletech, record sheets, etc., it's amazing. So for us nerds, it's mostly going to be my receipt from Amazon, a bill receipt if we paid something online, or it's just going to be text.
It's going to be a lot of text.
We're not printing photos, so it sounds to me like that would work just fine for us, especially for the game sheets and stuff. Oh, Linster says his HP ink is $70 for both the color and black ink. I hate it. I'll have to have the business pay for it. Yeah. So for my HP in the office, it's $126 for the cartridges at Walmart. That's if I go to Walmart, and that's cheaper than Staples and whatnot. Telemachus, he had 0 luck with Canons. Yuck. When Canon printers first came out,
they were pretty good.
I had really good experience with them, but they just kind of, I don't know. And then HP tend to run the pack, but now HP's doing the whole, and it has been for a while. It's not nothing new, but they want you to use their ink. But like the newer one we got for the office, I'm telling you, it's got the barcode on the cartridge on the top and all that. So when you put it in, the printer knows whether you got an official, legitimate one or not. And I don't like the fact that if one color is out, like black, it doesn't. With that, you can use.
You can't use
some of them won't let you use the color to make black. The one I have will, but every single page. Now this is annoying when you've got to print 60 pages. You got to touch the screen. Is it okay to use the color for black? Yes. I mean, it's annoying. So it forces you to buy the ink.
You have a transformer.
Huh?
You have a smart transformer.
Yeah, have something. It's kind of a. So I don't know. But I think I'll take your guys' advice. And so when this thing goes out and it's time, then I'll just get one with the tank.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I said, we just don't have a lot of heavy printing demands.
I think the last big thing we printed was like 35, 40 pages, I think. Our taxes.
Oh, when you file taxes, yeah, I want a
And that was the
10-hour
last
copy.
big thing we've had to print.
But
Everything else has been 1, 2, 3 pages.
But yeah, but that's the thing is the tankless print or one with a tank. It's gonna take you a while to run it out.
Yeah.
Good grief. Well, we'll have to do something like that and figure it out. But I appreciate the advice, you guys, and the tips, because man, it helps to try to when you're just trying to. We are paycheck to paycheck, so it's really difficult to
Every
do.
penny saved can be.
Yeah, anytime you save anything, I mean, it helps. So I try to take advantage of sales, or like you guys have heard me say 100 times before, I'll support our local hobby shop. If it's $5 or so difference, I'll still buy local, or 10 maybe. But several times I've been able to save $20 on something, and so in that case I'm going to order it online. But it's just try
That's
to
the
do
same
what
with
you can.
anything.
Yeah.
If it's cheaper in town or roughly about the same, then yeah, we'll just get it in town. But overall, a lot like auto parts, rarely do we get in our local stores.
You can't. It's just cheaper to buy.
It's just so much cheaper to buy it online.
Yeah. So it just depends on things like that. I don't know. It would be nice though, but I will especially for um, like printing out the sheets and stuff. I could see where you guys, especially playing BattleTech all the time, you'd be printing quite a bit of them.
See, with us, I mean, if we're gonna play something like Greg's new game, 1941, right? Is that what that one's called?
Yeah, but it came with original.
Right. I mean, to go to take piece down, or 2 or 3 or 4, depending on how many people, and have it laminated. So all you have to do is a dry erase marker, and it's done.
The sheets though are like in really good shape.
They are
from being that time frame. And the guy says government surplus. I've never been able to. I've never bought anything on some of the government surplus, the websites and stuff. You can get the government auctions and things. I mean,
there are some people that
there are some people that. So my daughter-in-law, her grandpa, he constantly buys from the government auctions, the straight up government auctions, and then he flips some of that stuff. Charles says for him, paper use is how often he updates his game inventory files or makes copy of stuff to mark up. Like in one ACW game, I'm trying to learn. Thankfully, in the rule book, it's all on one page. Yeah. Toluca says rarely does he buy game books anymore, or just occasionally. He'll buy the PDF print and coil bind. Saved hundreds. Oh, yeah. I'm sure you have, because Mini Warmutt does that too. We were going to do it, but like I said, in one particular case, and I know Brian's going to go, ugh, it was Warhammer. But by the time we printed off all the paper to go bind it. Now, I should have just went and bought the book. I
at that rate, yeah.
At that rate, because of all my ink, I didn't save anything.
No, and the pages kind of looked weird.
Now, on some of the other stuff, there's other rule books, codexes, and stuff I've seen where it would be better to print it and then just run down and have them bind it, because it would just be better.
Yep.
Linster says he could use it for all the orders he's got now at the store, so he's looking into the EG 2850. That'll work for you, man. The guy says, "What are you chuckling about? I'm going through comments."
Brian.
Oh, I have you see his in a minute. I have a Xerox B2300 mono duplex laser printer and a Canon Megatank. Does that work well for you then, Nagawa? Because you do a lot of stuff printing off things, I think, too, with your World War I show. Charles says, and he uses it whenever he balances his checkbook once or twice a month. That's at least 6 to 10 pages. Many more about
Oh, now we got him talking about printers.
And Nagawa says, I go through paper like mad. I am an eco. Yep. Oh, nice. Telemica says the 2850 will print true double-sided. It'll automatically flip
and print on the other side.
Nice.
That is very nice.
Especially for the business stuff that I have to use for at the office, I will share this little story. The printer before was a much higher end HP, then it broke. But what was nice about it was it'll scan double-sided and print double-sided. So you could put 40 pages in at a time and were double-sided, and it could scan those into documents. They hired someone for me to train, and I was training her, and she had to go get a printer. And I told her, get the exact same one we have. We have double-sided stuff we have to do. So what does she do? She goes and saves $100 and bought a lower level printer that will not scan or do anything double-sided. And it has been literally, all I can do is hope this thing breaks so I can go back to the other way. Imagine a 60-page document that's double-sided that now you've got to copy one page, click add, lift up, scan the other. You see how maddening that would be? And the guy says the Mega Tank systems is the way to go for color prints, especially high volume. Xerox is a business printer, tons of metal parts. Yeah. The other one broke, and honestly, it was a plastic gear because the gear is plastic from what we could figure. By the time you ordered it, you also had to have special tools to take the thing apart. So we would have had to buy their tool set because you couldn't find the pieces locally and whatnot. And it was just, yeah, it's done. So they sent this new girl out to go buy one. And when she did and put it in, and it's not worth it. Nagawa says he has never had a jam and has printed thousands upon thousands of pages. Yep. See, and that's what you need. You need something that's going to be reliable, that you can count. I mean, you've seen my printer. That's just a little $50 store printer, but it's just, it's very limiting. So I have to be careful, like I said, what I'm going to print. Nagawa says, I bought it refurbished. There's nothing wrong with buying anything refurbished, especially when it comes from the manufacturer with the same warranty. Our filament printer, we got refurbished, and it was all the parts. It was one that was sent back for whatever. Everything was brand new in the plastic. I mean, it saved a lot of money. So
and it works great.
Yep, it works good for larger things like dice towers and bigger pieces of terrain and stuff. I wouldn't do anything too detailed or anything like the resin printer. It can't do that stuff. The guy says I easily print 50 pages a week. I bet you do, because the World War I stuff, which, by the way, Nagawa, I'm going to send you something that you can look at that I set aside I thought would be interesting for you to bring up on your show. Especially kind of has to do with a little bit about what we're talking about. So I'll send it to you, some info for you. You look at it and see if you like it. But it was, I can see you doing that. And if you're doing that kind of printing every week, then you need to have something that's going to do correct. It's like that camera you got in Nagawa. That's kind of, we need to do something where we can put it overhead and look straight down, because these little cameras don't cut it. They can't zoom in, and they can't really give you a clear overhead view. So you kind of get what you pay for, and printers are the same way. So it's all it is. It's a money thing at this point. So there's a lot of things I would do if I was able to, just to make things go easier, even,
All right, guys, we went up over about half hour almost, so
Well,
we're gonna give it a good night for tonight, and we'll catch you guys all next week.
yep. Thank you guys for making the end of the week good and the beginning of this new week good. I mean, I really honestly enjoy hanging out with you guys every weekend. It's a good mental break for me. And like Nagawa says, main reason is he does not like reading electronic documents, prefer paper. Well, I prefer the paper too. So I think it's fine. After hours, yeah. Well, sometimes you can ask me though. So there's
We've
been a
gone
couple
3 to 4
times
hours.
we've done 3 or 4 hours. Just I've got to watch the 2 videos from Mini Warmut still, and part of the other, and I got to finish up 2 rounds on this, and yeah, so I still got to do that for the night's over. But thank you for all the support. Hit the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it if you guys could do that. And I don't know. I appreciate you guys. So take care of yourselves, and we'll get together next week, and we'll see you then. All right? What?
Hold on. Next week, paper talk. All right, guys.
Thank
we'll
you,
catch you
yeah, next week. Well, what do you like? Do you like 20-pound paper? We'll do some
Okay.
paper talk.
Bye, guys.
Bye.